So dear student, today I will start the new chapter, that is chapter 1. In this chapter, our topic will be goods and service taxes, that is GST. So you see, Indian government has levied two type of taxes. So type of taxes are two type. One is your direct tax and another is your indirect tax. You know, in taxes which are paid by individual or organization, taxes paid by the individual or organization directly to the government. That means whatever the economical activity that we are performing as an individual or any organization, so whenever there is some income takes place by the individual or organization, so after the end of the year, they are directly paid certain percentage to the government. That is your direct taxes. So under this category, our income tax, wealth tax, suppose you are having certain wealth and that wealth are giving you also some earning at the end of the year. Okay, then this wealth tax, corporate tax definitely by an organization. So these are collected, these are the taxes which we are paying directly to the government. Now we will come another type of tax, that is your indirect tax. So these are the taxes on goods and services. These are the taxes on goods and services. So definitely whenever certain goods are provided by any manufacturer or by wholesaler or by distributor to a customer, and they are also providing certain service organization like restaurant or whatever it may be, whatever the services given by the organization or the products, that is the goods, then they are charging certain amount of tax on their bill that is paid by the customer, and these taxes are collected by the individual. Suppose any shopkeeper selling certain goods to any customer, and if that shopkeeper is, or you can say retailer, is registered under GST, then he is charging certain amount of tax on the sale price for the goods, and that tax is to be paid apart from the selling price, and that is to be paid by the customer to the shopkeeper, or you can say retailer, or if the shopkeeper or retailer directly purchase from an organization, then that organization charges certain amount of tax on the sale price, and after collecting the tax by the individual or organization, they pay to the government. Okay, so these are the indirect taxes, because here the customer will not pay the taxes directly to the government. It is the organization or individual who is collecting the tax is paid to the government. Clear? Okay. Now I have to remove it. Now I will explain you type of GST. Type of GST. So GST is the goods and services taxes that is charged by the individual or organization who is having some economical activity. So one is your local, or you can say local means within the state. Local means within the state. Within the state. In terms, local or within the state means intra-state. Intra-state. That is the local. That means any transaction of goods and services takes place within the state. Then this is your local. That means any transaction that takes place in between the customer and the service provider, maybe retailer, maybe wholesaler, maybe distributor, within the state, may be different part of the state also. Suppose if you are in Bihar, so Patna shopkeeper or Patna retailer or Patna distributor selling the goods or services to the customer who is coming from either different district like Gaya, Bhagalpur, Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur, etc. So they are any transaction of goods that takes place in between the same state, that is your intrastate. Another is your, that is outside the state. Outside the state. In outside the state, you can say that is, or you for that is your export or import. When any transaction of goods and services takes place outside the state, that means you can say intra, that means you can say interstate of your country, interstate of your country. Like suppose you can say from Rajasthan to Delhi, Delhi to Bombay, or you can say Maharashtra, and MP to Bihar, Bihar to Odisha, Odisha to Bengal. So in between the state of our country, whenever any transaction of goods and services takes place, then it is called your interstate. So while interstate transaction takes place, then the selling price on the basis of the selling of goods and services, then there is a certain amount of tax, and that tax is to be collected and directly paid to the government by the individual or organization that in between that takes place in between the state of the same country, that is your interstate. Okay, so here we use the term after collecting the tax, that is your IGST, that is your integrated, IGST is your integrated goods and service taxes. IGST is your integrated goods and service taxes, that is the one-time tax in between the two states. Okay, here if the transaction of good takes place within the state itself, suppose a shopkeeper or a retailer or a distributor of Patna send any goods and articles to Bhagalpur, then the customer of the Bhagalpur will pay certain tax and the shopkeeper of Patna charges. So total GST is divided into two categories. One is your CGST, that is central GST. That means total GST is your divided into two categories. Suppose total GST, if it is 18% of the sale price, then CGST, that is half of the GST, that is your 9%. 9% is your GST rate that is collected from the customer of within the state, and this is paid to the central government. And another part is your SGST, or you can say UGST, that is for union territory. So, or you can say that is your UGST or SGST, that is also half of your total GST, that is say 9% of your SP. So in this way, during the transaction of goods and services within the state, so total GST is divided in two categories. One is your total GST is divided into two categories. One is your CGST, another is your SGST or UGST of 9% and 9% if the total GST is your 18%. And in case of your interstate, that means of a country, that means Bihar to West Bengal to Odisha, whatever it may be. So only one type of GST that is charged from the customer, and that is your integrated GST, and if the total GST rate is 18%, then integrated GST is also the 18%. If GST is your 18%, then the GST is, there is no share of any type of the amount of tax to be paid to the state government. This GST is definitely directly goes to the central government. That is your IGST, or that is why it is called integrated GST. Okay, clear? Now I have to remove it. So apart from these, there are several formulas that you have to also keep in mind while solving this type of problem. Suppose MP. MP means mark price, that is your mark price. Certain formulas that I am giving you, that will also help to solve various problems. Mark price, that is your MP. This is the price of the article. Okay, that is either the shopkeeper can also make the mark price on these articles, or the manufacturer also provide the mark price of the article. So this mark price, suppose mark price is given. So this is also some special formula. If there is discount percent provided, it is also given. This is your discount percent. Then selling price before tax. Before tax will be your 100 minus discount percent by 100 into MP. If you will use this formula, you can directly calculate the selling price. Then if tax percent is given, suppose tax percent is given, then SP with tax is your 100 plus tax percent by 100 into SP before tax. SP before tax, that is after discount. If MP is there, if discount is there, then this is the SP before tax, that is SP after discount from your MP. Then if tax percent is given, obviously this tax percent means your GST percent. Then SP tax will be 100 plus tax percent by 100 into SP before tax. This formula will also help you to solve the problem directly. Another formula, I have to remove it, okay. Another formula that will also help you. Suppose in the question it is given SP with tax. Suppose you have seen that there are certain articles which it is already written that MRP, that is the SP including all taxes. So this is your SP with tax. Suppose this part is your given, tax percent is given, then SP before tax can be calculated. SP before tax can be calculated by 100 divided by 100 plus tax percent into SP with tax. SP with tax. So in this way you can calculate directly SP before tax. Now if there is discount percentage also given, and in your question you have to find out the MP, then mark price will be 100 divided by 100 minus discount percent into SP before tax. You see, this is also formula where SP with tax is given, tax percentage is given, then you may find out SP before tax. So after finding SP before tax, this value is to be used to find out the NP provided discount percent should be given. So this is your formula number 2. Another formula I will also help you. Definitely you just see, that is formula number 3. This formula will also help you. Suppose CP is given, profit percent is given, then SP must be equal to 100 plus profit percent. These are the basic knowledge that you had already studied in your earlier classes. You just recap it into your CP. So if there is loss percent, suppose loss percent is given, this is given, then SP will be 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. Into CP. Okay. On the other hand, if SP is given, you can also find out the CP. Okay, so I have to remove it. Suppose formula 4, here SP is given and profit percent is given, and you have to find out the CP. CP can be determined by 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent into SP. If there is loss percent given, and SP is also given, loss percent is given, then CP can be determined by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So these are the basic formula that you have to use to find out various problems. Okay, let me go through at least one example today. Then okay, should I remove it? In this question, if you will go through the question, a micrometer oven having a market price of rupees 22,000 was sold by a dealer in Patna. Patna is in Bihar, to a customer in Gaya. Gaya is also in Bihar, at a discount of 25%. You just see the formula I have explained you, where MP is given, discount percent is given. That formula is to be used to find out the SP. If the rate of GST is 18%, calculate IGST, CGST means central GST, integrated GST, SGST charged from the customer by your dealer of your Patna, and also total amount of bill that is the customer has to pay. So for this, you have gone through the question, you have understood that MP is given, discount percent is given, and GST percent is given. And since the transaction takes place in between the state, same state, that is place of Patna and Gaya, both are in Bihar state. So here GST is to be divided into two categories, that is your SGST and CGST. But there will be no transaction that takes place with your other state, so IGST is your nil, or you can say zero. Clear? So in this question, you have to write the given part. Given part is your MP of oven is your rupees 22,000. This is your MP. Discount percent is your 25%. So therefore, after finding the discount percent, therefore SP will be equal to your 100 minus 25 by 100 into your rupees 22,000. So that means this is your 75 by 100 into 20 rupees 22,000. So 0 cancel. Now if you will multiply 75 with your 22, then you put 0. So here the value of your, you just calculate 75 into 22, 150, then again 150. So this is your 1650, then one more 0 is there. So this is your SP. That means when the discount percent is your 25%, then the SP of your microwave oven for the dealer at Patna, that is your rupees 16,500. So here since the IGST is your 0, because amount of IGST, because it is in between, it is intrastate. So you have to write IGST 0 because it is intrastate. So now another, here GST percent is your, GST percent in this question is your, what is the GST percent? GST percent is your 18%. GST percent is your 18%. So therefore you have to find, since that transaction takes place in between the same state, so here total GST 18% is to be divided into two categories, CGST and IGST. Okay, so therefore CGST will be charged for the customer, that is 9% of your 16,500. That is 9 by 100 into rupees 16,500. Okay, so 0 again cancel. So when you will multiply, this will be your rupees 1,495, 1,485 will be your 9% of your 16,500. That is your CGST charged from the customer. And then IGST will be, IGST will be 0, and then SGST. SGST is also 9% of your rupees 16,500. So again 0 cancel. Then the same value, that is your 14,085. I mean 1,485. So these are the two type of taxes. That is your 9% of 16,500. That is the SP after paying the discount. So therefore total bill, your total bill for the oven. So this is your answer to answer 3, because here the question is to be find out IGST, CGST and SGST and also the bill. So you have seen that IGST is your 0. You have seen IGST is your 0. IGST is your 0 because the transaction takes place within the state, because intrastate transaction you have to mention it. So this is your answer 1, and CGST answer 2, SGST is your answer 3. Now total bill, that is your SP of your rupees 16,500, and CGST is your rupees 1,485, and SGST is your rupees 1,485, and so here it is 0. So in this case your 1,000, that is 19,470 is your total amount of bill that is to be paid by the customer. Okay, CGST is this much, IGST is your 0, SGST is your this much, and total amount of bill. So in this way you have to calculate the various problem of this exercise. Okay, in the next day also I will come with another some more problems of this exercise. So for this much is sufficient for today. Okay, bye.